Crafted with precision and built to last, Japanese SUVs have always been the most natural choice for anyone looking for super reliable transportation. But times are changing and cars are getting more complex, to the point that even some Japanese models have lost a bit of their legendary reliability. To avoid any potential problems and enjoy ultimate dependability, we've prepared a list for you. A list of 8 Japanese SUVs you can buy with your eyes closed. Number 8. Honda Passport. Like a typical Honda, the Passport is among the most reliable models in its class. It still relies on the company's good old 3.5-liter V6 that's been in use for more than 2 decades. That engine is reliable and cheap to maintain, while fuel economy isn't that bad either. On top of that, it feels incredibly smooth and refined, and while the 9-speed automatic can sometimes hesitate with downshifts, it works pretty well overall. 280 horsepower is plenty enough for decent performance, but the Passport is much more than that. It's a comfortable SUV with a couple of rows of seats generous with passenger room and a cargo area that offers over 42 cubic feet behind the second row, and over 77 cubic feet in total. Add to that standard all-wheel drive and well-built cabin, and you get a well-rounded package that has no more than a few drawbacks, such as the outdated infotainment system, and the base version that could be a little bit more generous with standard equipment. Number 7. Subaru Forester. The Forester has been one of the most popular models in the segment for decades, and that's for a reason. First of all, it's a no-brainer for all those folks who live in snowy areas, where its standard all-wheel drive system outshines pretty much everything else on the market on slippery surfaces. But the Forester is much more than an excellent drivetrain. Its cabin design puts functionality over style, but we can't say that the interior looks too cheap. Materials seem durable and easy to clean, while massive glass surfaces ensure excellent visibility in all directions. The total cargo space goes over 75 cubic feet, and if we add to that a pretty strong reliability score, it becomes clear why you can buy this SUV with eyes closed. But only if you don't have big ambitions performance-wise. Unfortunately, days when Forester was available with turbocharged engines are gone. So the only option left is the naturally aspirated Boxer that feels a little bit less capable compared to most classmates. Number 6. Mazda CX-5. Yes, there's a whole lineup of more modern Mazda SUVs to buy, but the CX-5 remains the fan favorite after all these years, because it's a no-brainer. It's simpler than its newer siblings and even feels better built, due to the fact that it still comes from Japan. Buyers love its elegant styling and premium-like interior, as well as the fact that all that comes with an attractive sticker price and very good reliability score. But the beauty of this Mazda is in its performance. You get class-leading handling with a level of athleticism you can find only in a few more premium-badged SUVs. The base engine is decently capable and very reliable, while the optional Turbo 4 impresses with its dynamics. All that, combined with a long list of standard features and attractive prices, makes the CX-5 an easy choice, even though there are a few obvious drawbacks, such as one of the smallest cargo areas in the segment. Number 5. Honda Pilot. For those looking for a proper family hauler, the Pilot is always a logical choice. Yes, some rivals may look more upscale while others may feel more engaging to drive, but when we look at it as a whole, you'll hardly find such a well-rounded 3-row mainstream SUV. It's spacious and comfortable with generous cargo space and a decent amount of standard and available equipment. On top of all that, it's among those SUVs that still haven't switched to Turbo 4 engines or got electrified. Instead, it relies on the good old single overhead cam V6 that puts out 285 horsepower and offers one of the smoothest rides in the class. With its simple construction, this engine is not just very refined, but also super reliable and cheap to maintain. So when we put everything together, the Pilot remains one of those SUVs you can buy with your eyes closed, just like it's been the case in the previous few decades. Number 4. Toyota RAV4. If you're looking for a practical SUV that's also cheap to own, search no more. The RAV4 stands out as one of the most logical choices. After all, it's not the world's best-selling SUV for no reason. Even today, when the current generation is among the oldest in the segment, it outperforms the competition in many ways. Of course, like any Toyota, it's super reliable, but it's also very practical, with a large cargo area and a couple of comfortable rows of seats. But its strongest point is that excellent hybrid powertrain. The RAV4 relies on the well-known hybrid system based on a 2.5-liter inline-4 with a combined output of 219 horsepower. Toyota engineers managed to make a segment that's capable but super simple at the same time. Moreover, they made it incredibly efficient with an average fuel economy of 41 mpg city and 38 highway. For those looking for something peppier, the plug-in hybrid with 300-plus horsepower is also an easy choice with its excellent efficiency and 42 miles of electric-only range. Or maybe you prefer gas-only SUVs. In that case, the 2.5-liter inline-4 with 203 horsepower is a proven, very reliable option. Number 3. Honda CR-V. Why do we think the CR-V is a no-brainer? Well, we think it's the most well-rounded compact SUV on the market. Of course, it comes with typical Honda reliability, whether you choose the Turbo 4 or hybrid version, combined with smooth and refined performance. The CR-V is comfortable, quiet, and easy to drive. On top of that, it's very practical. Its cabin is among the most spacious in the class, with a couple of comfortable rows of seats and one of the largest cargo areas in the segment. Furthermore, the build quality on the inside is great, just like the sound insulation. It's not the best handling model in the class, but it's engaging enough. On the other hand, it's quite comfortable and relaxed, perfect for both short and long journeys. When it comes to powertrain choice, problems with the 1.5-liter Turbo 4 have been solved long ago, so it's a pretty safe pick. On the other hand, the new hybrid powertrain is beyond impressive. It's super reliable. While the fact it's moved predominantly by electric motor at lower speeds means that you can achieve up to an amazing 43 miles per gallon in the city. Number 2. Lexus RX. Premium SUVs are usually unreliable and expensive to maintain, but not in Lexus's case, and the RX stands as a perfect example. After all, it's been the best-selling premium SUV in America for God knows how many years. Reliability is one of the key reasons, but that's just the beginning of great things to talk about. The RX is built incredibly well, and even though its cabin may not look as flashy as the interiors of German rivals, the build quality is actually better. Also, Lexus traditionally makes some of the best seats around. Combine that with the SUV's soft suspension setup and you get a silky smooth ride. Of course, there are a few things to complain about, starting from the fact that the cabin is smaller compared to most classmates. Handling isn't particularly engaging either, but on the other hand, there is an impressive powertrain lineup. It starts with a 2.4-liter Turbo 4 that won't blow your mind with power, but it's reliable and quite efficient. Speaking of efficiency, there are 3 hybrid powertrains on offer. The most basic is the same one found in Highlander, with 246 horsepower and an impressive 36 miles per gallon combined. For those looking for something peppier, 2 more hybrids are there. One of them is a plug-in hybrid known as the RX 450h Plus, with 304 horsepower and 37 miles of electric-only range. Still, we think that the more powerful self-charging hybrid based on the Turbo 4 is an even better choice. Not only did it put out 366 horsepower, but it also comes with a traditional 6-speed automatic transmission, which makes the ride more engaging compared to other hybrids that use CVT. Number 1. Lexus GX. We think that the Lexus GX is one of the best SUVs on the market and that everyone can buy it without any worries, because it's amazing in so many ways. First of all, it's widely considered the most reliable SUV on the market, at least most studies say so. Furthermore, the current generation is very fresh, and not only that, it comes with attractive styling, but it also impresses with new tech, build quality, and capable twin-turbo V6 with 349 horsepower. But you know what's the best thing about it? It's that no other SUV combines reliability, off-performance, and luxury in such a way. The GX is loaded with off-road features, starting from excellent four-wheel drive, a couple of locking differentials, advanced electronics that optimize traction in various conditions, and many more. At the same time, the GX is smooth and refined, with impressive on-road manners. Add to that the aforementioned reliability score, and it's pretty clear why it is an easy choice, no matter what your aspirations are. This SUV is ready for any scenario, and it will never let you down. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.